Thanks to Esmond Gold for this video. Okay, this is a crazy one. Crazy story.
A Swedish court has ruled that the Eritrean migrant who raped a 16-year-old girl will not be deported because the rape didn't last long enough.
Okay, that's disgusting. What they're basically saying is that there's this guy. He assaulted a 16-year-old girl and he's getting away with it. Only because the actual offense, the actual assault, was not long enough.
What? Will not be deported. Wait, what? And her family reported it. So they reported it immediately to the police. So she was trying to work at McDonald's. So she's 16 trying to work and have a job. They're getting by migrants, and then the judges let the migrants off. Mohammed is a citizen of Eritrea, and the prosecutor sought his deportation. However, the Court of Appeal noted that the man has refugee status. Under Swedish law, deporting a refugee requires that the crime committed constitutes an exceptionally serious offense. So the of 16-year-old Maya was deemed not serious enough to justify deportation, with the Court of Appeal citing, among other...
That's crazy. Also, how long is not long enough? Is that 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes? How long is not long enough? I imagine that for the person going through such an ordeal, I imagine that 2 minutes or 3 minutes doesn't actually feel like 2 minutes. I imagine that it feels like an eternity. I'm guessing that they would want the actual ordeal to be over as quickly as possible. But yes, I assume that to them it must seem like an eternity.
Factors, the duration of serious offense. So the of 16-year-old Maya was deemed not serious enough to justify deportation, with the Court of Appeal citing, among other factors, the duration of the in its assessments. And this is what they said. Given the nature and duration of the offense in question, the Court of Appeal finds that while the crime is serious, it does not constitute an exceptionally serious offense. Request for deportation is therefore rejected. Man, what the fuck is that?
Also, we need to consider, what kind of doors this can actually open. What else can this actually lead to? Just think about it. Think of this scenario. Let's say, the other type of criminals who does this sort of thing, this sort of assault. Let's say they hear about this story, and they now become aware that, let's say that they have about 2 minutes to commit this assault. It won't take them long to realize that, okay, if I should finish within less than 2 minutes, for argument's sake that the longest is 2 minutes, and that they're allowed to commit this act before it actually becomes a crime, then if they decide to stop within that time frame, within that window, then for all intents and purposes, they can go free. That is disgusting. It is vile. It is nauseating. How something like this can even be possible it's beyond me.
Actually going on? What is going on? I'm going to tell you. Yes, it does not constitute an exceptionally serious offense. Request for deportation is therefore rejected. Man, what the fuck is actually going on? What is going on? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Eventually, there are going to be enough people that are tired of this, that there will be a backswing on this. I think it's going to be insane. Is this the person that made the decision? That this is the person?
I agree with Esmond. How long will it take before people, parents, family members, friends, how long before they decide enough is enough? Enough is enough. This should not have been allowed in the first place.
Did it? Wow. I'm telling y'all, like, this is, oh man. I wonder, are they trying to make this happen? Are they radicalizing people on purpose? Because that's the only way that I can explain how any of this could make any fucking sense.